Chief Olusegun Obasanjo has sent a serious message to Nigeria, to Nigerians at large, everyone, with regards to the state of the nation. I mean, he was talking to the people and saying, we know that we are in a very trying time. We know the kind of government that we have today. We know their perspective about leadership. We see how nobody can speak. We know exactly what's going on, but I mean, there is so much so, I mean, to what extent you can interfere. There is just how far you can go, in relation to when you are not the number one man or you are not the one in charge. We are aware of all the challenges and all that is happening, and how Nigerians, if given the opportunity, will want to vent. Like, seriously, we see it, we know, we are aware, we are not oblivion to the fact that things are not the way they should be. This is the former president of Nigeria who was once a head of state and afterwards became Nigeria's democratic governor, president rather. And we know how things have been, and we know that this current administration do not have love for him at all. So much so that Buhari's aide has even, spoken very ill of him, and Nigerians were like, oh, no, 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 you didn't do well, you see. I mean, so there is so much going on, and you will see Buhari, I mean, this very current administration, there is, important issues to be looked at nationally. Like, for instance, the Independence Day, Buhari will totally exclude former president. All these are part of the indications of what is going on. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Thank you. Former President of Nigeria, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, has challenged Nigerians not to lose hope in the survivor of the country, saying things will get better. I am aware of the challenges we are currently facing. We are all privy to the insecurity and much more that is going on in the country, and how everyone and how the government today is responding. We are aware. We see it, we understand it, but we must not lose hope. We must not forget the fact that we are a people who are resilient. There is much going on, but we must be strong. Chief Olusegun made a call to Nigerians saying we must all rise up together and stay together. Obasanjo said Nigerians against all odds will overcome these very challenges it is presently facing. It's not going to swallow us. He said if our forefathers were faced with similar challenges in their time, they were able to overcome them. How much more we with all that we have today? The elder statesman spoke during a courtesy visit to him at the coordinator of Christ Apostolic Church Prayer Camp in Ikeja, Ikare, Prophet Sam Olu, in Abeokuta, the Ogun State, the capital. It says Nigeria will overcome, so we must keep praying. So, my wonderful people, I mean, it is what it is. Let's be very honest. Let's be candid with ourselves. Things are not all that Nigerians, would have thought about. There is so much hope and so much more that Nigerians desire and deserve. This administration coming in, gave Nigerians so much hope, so much hope. A lot of people, a lot of persons, we're looking forward to the administration starting after they stated all the obvious, things going on in the country, told Nigerians of how things were and how they intend to manage all the sufferings and what they intend to do to bring about a change in the government. After all that, it started and it was a clear indications that it was all a lie. What a disappointment. What a terrible state. That's how far we've come. Olusegun Obasanjo now and again will give a hint about what is going on. But the truth be told, if he speaks more than that, it's going to be seen as treason. Oh yes, I can put it to you. It's going to be seen as treason. He's had his turn in leadership. It's not as though the black became white. It's not as though he did something. I mean, you had your turn, and what did you do? So, I mean, it's only wise that when you've stepped aside, when you've had your turn, you allow somebody else to give their own kind of leadership. You may not agree with it, you may not like it, but you must give them a benefit of doubt that they will, rule the country thoroughly and properly. Although we know that that is not being done. However, it's not a yardstick, to go against the current administration. Like I said, that would be seen as treason. And so Obasanjo is just encouraging Nigerians to say, we take the bull by the horn. And that's why we are all tired of the same people recycling themselves on us. Olusegun Obasanjo, Babangida, Buhari, every one of them, every single one of them, from APC to PDP, every one of them. What are they doing to ensure that Nigerians have a better life? What's the way forward? What are they putting in place? What is it that is really going on? What is really happening? How do we change all these things? What is really going on? You see, so these are very serious, situations we need to look at. This he was saying this to Nigerians when he was visited by some apostolic men and women who paid him a courtesy visit. And the truth of the matter is, when you begin to discuss with somebody, the first 10, 15, 20 minutes, very crucial. If you're having a heart to heart talk, I mean, you would have gotten what, if you're somebody you were very observant, you would have gotten what exactly is going on with the person, especially if it's a psychological evaluation. Within the first 20 minutes, it's all there. You don't need to probe too much further. It's all there in the open. It's all there, like black and white, straightforward. You can clearly see it. And so when they came, what was topmost in Obasanjo's heart was the insecurity state of the country. And he had to just encourage the people. You can't give up. No, we can't give up. We know things are bad, but that's not the end. We know that Buhari does not listen to anybody. We know that if he's given an opportunity, he wants to wipe out everybody and anybody who has ever had a turn in administration so that he becomes the new dictator in town. Sadly, it's not possible. So these things are there and everybody is aware. But the truth of the matter is that we are resilient people. We are people who knows, who by God's grace, we will change the course of these things that are happening to us. Yes, we have been, all these things have happened, but it can change. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. God bless you. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.